It's about time with Rashawn's Bout Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my Bout Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang? Thank you to every single one of y'all who has been taking out the time to watch the videos, like the videos, share the videos, and leave the comments. If you have not already subscribed to the channel and you're watching this video or any of my videos for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Encourage others to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification button to stay up on the latest with Rashawn's Bout Time Boxing. For all of the channels that I rock with and that I support will be in the description box below. So y'all can check the description box. And please subscribe to those channels and support those channels. And I'm also going to put a video for my guy, salute to my guy Rebel Like Boxing and the whole Rebel gang. He did a video called Bubble Wrap about fighters, being protected. I'm gonna put that video in the description box too, so y'all can check that video out, you know what I mean, and subscribe to my man channel Rebel Like Boxing and support the Rebel gang. You know what I mean? So, all right, so we gonna get right on this one. And I know some people are gonna be mad, a lot of people are gonna be whatever. And y'all already know, Trill 100 Mil gang, Bout Time Boxing family, y'all already know how I rock. I don't care. Y'all, you know what I mean, with certain things. But this whole thing with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Now, for the Errol Spence fans, you mean to tell me that y'all that loyal and that dedicated that y'all not even questioning why Spence has not signed his part of the deal, even though they agreed to fight November 19th? And don't tell me no stuff, oh, well, it's the psychological thing he doing. Like, stop all that stuff. Stop it. I even, talked to somebody earlier and they said to me, oh, man, well, it ain't Spence, it's somebody in his camp. Whoa. Spence supposed to be his own boss. Even though he he still got to do business with other people. With Al Heyman, he got man down promotions or whatever, he got that, But still, he can't make certain things come to fruition if he don't have certain contacts. And Al Heyman is the one who can, he like the genie in the bottle. But now, think about this. Now, and all of this stuff is public, so for y'all people that's going to start talking all this old nonsense, you know what I mean, and leaving, those retarded-ass comments in the comment section, listen. When Errol Spence had that red hoodie on and him and Terence Crawford was, jawing back and forth at each other, and they was playing and all that, talking about, oh, I knock you out, oh, I knock you out, and then Spence was like, oh, man, Gamboa wobbled you, and then Bud was like, Ocampo, you know what I mean, he wobbled you, you got wobbled in there. So they going back and forth and all that. But then when they talked about trying to make the fight happen with them two, Spence said what? And he said it in a few other videos. Oh, Bob Arum, man, Bob ain't trying to do nothing, man. You gonna have to get away from Bob. So Bud gets away from Bob Arum. And even before then, when they was trying to talk about the fight, Spence was publicly talking about, man, Bud better take it. See, it's a 60-40 split and that's it. Man, nobody trying to hit Bud better take a 60-40 split. That even talking better take a 60-40 split. Right? And he said all this stuff. And y'all know it. Y'all can, try to deny it all y'all want, but it's all public information. The only reason why I don't put the links for that stuff down in there is because you got to worry about people trying to flag your channel, report your channel, talking about you using this or you use that and all that type of stuff. So, but it's out there on YouTube if y'all want to look it up and see it. It's out there. So then it was the whole 60-40 thing and also when he get away from Bob. So now Spence like, I should have never came out and said that. I'm going to just be quiet about it. Let everything take care of itself behind closed doors. Yada, 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 this, that, and the third. And so thus they, kept the gag thing on it, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like it was like literally a gag order put in place. I'm just saying they, decided to let everything get worked out amongst them behind closed doors. And then when there's whatever, and keep the public, us on a strictly need to know basis. But before, the whole thing was about he got to get away from Bob Arum, and Spence was making it seem like, oh, what a fight can happen. But he would have bad promoter. He would have promoted that, that's not trying to, it ain't gonna happen. So he got out of that. He got out of it. And when Bud got out of that, and I'm trying not to go long in this video. Seriously, I really am. But when Bud got out of that, right? He got out of that with, Bud got out of that with Bob Arum. Now, all of a sudden, all these other things. Now, all those Spence fans and all that stuff, all y'all were putting it off on Bud. There was other channels, bigger channels out here, clickbaiting, talking about, and there was other people talking about, oh, Bud, Spence signed the contract. Bud ain't signed his half of the deal yet. Oh, Spence, man, he signed, he ready to fight, but Bud pricing himself out. He asking for too much money. He doing this, he doing that. All of this stuff, people was trying to put everything on Bud, trying to blame him for everything. Everything they was blaming Bud for. Fight didn't get made yet because Bud doing this, Bud doing that, Bud doing this, Bud doing that. Everything was Terence Crawford's fault. And y'all can deny it if y'all want. But y'all know what I'm saying is the facts. Y'all know it's the truth. All those videos out there blaming everything on Bud. Bud did this. He overpricing this up. He asking for too much. He ain't worth this. He ain't worth that. So what? He a 3-division world champion. So what? He was a former undisputed junior welterweight champion. So what? He the current WBO. What? So what? Spence do more. Spence he sell more. He this, he that. All his accomplishments is at 147, but still, that's for y'all. For most of, that's all y'all need. Oh yeah. So yeah, well, he the current unified champion. He got 3 of the belts. Right. But all of the things that the Spence fans said that Bud needed to do for this fight to happen, Bud did it. He even did some things against his own. He took that whack ass, crack ass deal that's, that 65, that 35-65 split or whatever, and so Spence got more than the 60-40 that he bargained for. He get the lion's share of this joint. Of the fight, if it happens November 19th, because Spence still has yet to sign. But yet and still, I don't see nobody trying to hold Errol Spence accountable for nothing. And I'm just saying, because this is the facts. Now, y'all could look at it like I'm attacking Errol Spence. I'm not attacking Errol Spence. And I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I'll keep it a brick all day. I don't know what's going on, behind the scenes. I know what I do my research on, and I know the information that I come up on. So what could be so hard? All of the stipulations have been worked out. That's been made public. It's a bilateral rematch clause in the contract. The loser get to exercise the rematch clause, and the winner of the rematch get, get the lion's share, of that rematch if it happens. But Spence got everything that he wanted. That's in his favor. Everything. With the exception of, I think the fight is supposed to be in Vegas, November 19th. And he wanted it to be in Texas. Small thing compared to everything else that he got in his favor. And he still won't sign the contract? Why? And nobody seems to be holding him accountable or saying like, yo, I don't hear nobody saying he's ducking. I don't hear nobody say he's scared or none of that. And I'm not saying those things. I'm just saying, had this been Terence Crawford and Spence had to sign and Bud didn't sign, oh man. Man, every day you will see a different headline, a different title, a different video about Bud ducking Spence. Spence signed. Why won't Bud sign? Bud holding out. He doing this. He doing that. Because y'all was saying this stuff when there was no contract that was signed, when nobody signed it. Y'all was saying that Spence signed, Bud didn't sign, he's scared. All these clickbaiting titles and all the stuff that was out there. All this stuff that was out there. And this was really before they really even got serious with the negotiations and people was just putting these narratives, these titles out there. Bud ain't signed. Bud doing this, Bud doing that. Now look at it. Bud took the lower end of everything just to make the fight happen. Because a lot of y'all was saying, man, if Bud was, if Bud is good as y'all, as everybody's saying he is, then he should just take whatever they offer him and then beat Spence, and then, then he could be the man. He the man after that. Why is it that he got to be Spence to be the man? Why? Because Spence is undefeated? That can't be it. Why? Because Spence is a unified champion? That can't be it. Why? Spence is a multi-division world champion. Oh, he's not a multi-division world champion. Bud is a 3-division world champion. Bud is a former undisputed champion, current WBO, and he's undefeated too. So it's not that in order for him to beat Spence, then he'll be the man. No, Bud is the man now. Spence is the man now. That's why they're trying to make the fight happen with these two. And Bud took care of the business on his end, even though it wasn't what he wanted. And even though it wasn't what he deserved. And when they started negotiating serious, when the negotiations got serious, you know what a lot of y'all said? Man, this fight could have been made a long time ago. Bud holding everything up. It's always Terence Crawford holding everything up. Bud holding everything up. This fight could have been made. The reason why they ain't signed the contract yet, because Bud holding everything up. So look at what Bud did. Just to show all of y'all that from the beginning, it was never him. It was never him. I don't care what y'all say. It was never him from the beginning. It wasn't. And you know what? I think, in my opinion, y'all can disagree if y'all want. I don't care. Spence was probably banking on a few things. One, before he got away from Bob Arum, talk about making a fight, blah, 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 because he ain't never going to get away from Bob Arum. Bob probably got him roped into some crazy deal. He ain't going to never be able to get out. So he got away from that. Damn. Strike one. Got out of that damn deal. All right. So now we can talk about making. So we're going to do this 60-40 thing. 60-40, oh, blah, blah, blah. He ain't going to take that. And he going to say that because he know Bud deserve a even share. He do. I don't care what. Listen, I don't give a squirt of piss what none of y'all say. Even though Bud took this lowball deal, he deserved, this fight should have been a 50-50 split. And at best or at worst, the winner of the fight gets a bonus. They should have had a 50-50 person. Whatever the bonus is, the winner gets that. They get that. But then now, okay, he ain't going to take the 60-40. He ain't going to take that. He going to fight on that. He ain't going to take it. So what did Bud do? All right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take this low ball bullshit as I'm going to take it. Just to show everybody how serious I am about making this fight happen. And that I'm not the one that's, you know what I mean, that's throwing a monkey wrench up and everything. So now he take the low ball crappy deal. He signed that. So now it's like, damn, he took it. We didn't think he was going to take it. He took it. He took it. And somebody still has yet to sign. Now, don't misconstrue or misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that to say that Spence is scared of him. But a lot of y'all Spence fans, y'all scared. Because in y'all eyes, because y'all got Errol Spence separated so far away from Terence Crawford, like what Bud accomplished don't mean nothing. Y'all feel like Spence got more to lose, and like Bud don't have nothing to lose. They both got a lot to lose. They both got a lot to lose. Why do you think, you know what I mean, Spence ain't fighting a Virgil Ortiz or Jaron Ennis? I'm not talking about Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobbs ain't ready for none of them guys. He ain't ready for Crawford, Spence, you know, maybe a Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't ready for, you know, Jaron Ennis, you know. Maybe him and Virgil Ortiz might be a good fight. Even though I think Virgil will win that one anyway. But My point being, y'all can't play the Bud card no more. Y'all can't play that card no more. Y'all can't use that, you know. And so now what's going to happen? Y'all going to make up all different types of, because there's going to be a bunch of different, you know, excuses or reasons that y'all going to come up with to defend Errol Spence and why he hasn't signed the contract yet. Because like I said, I'm going to keep it a brick. We're going to keep it all the way down the middle. Because had that been Terence Crawford, had Spence really actually signed, like y'all lied about in the past and said that he did, and Bud was the one who didn't. But if that was the case, I would have called Bud out on it too. I would have called him out on it. But I knew that based on the research that I was doing that it wasn't Bud. See, that's what I mean about some of y'all. Y'all can be so into the fighters that y'all like. And y'all be so biased that y'all won't even see, you know, the things that they're doing wrong or the little tricks or little stuff that they, little games that they playing. Y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that because y'all don't want to see it because y'all just like the fighter y'all like. That's it. They can do no wrong no matter what it is. That's what it, you know. No, I just like that fighter. So what? I would have called Bud out on the same thing and said, damn. Is he ducking? Is he doing this? Like, yo, what's up? Spence signed, he didn't. Like, come on, everybody ready for this fight. But I think it's getting to a point where, like, most of the people, they like, yo, we over it. We over it. That's how most of them look at it. All right, whatever. If they fight, they do. They don't, they don't. I mean, like, with all of this stuff that's going on, you know what I mean? In some aspects, they killing the suspense and the hype of the fight. They're killing it. Because this, like I said, this is a fight that's, again, that's already sold. People just waiting for them tickets to go out so they can secure this. I know people already talking about, man, look, man, listen, I got a room already on reserve, you know what I mean? Just in case, so when they announce it, I can go ahead and go. People want to go to that fight. I want to see it too. To put all this stuff to bed. But Errol Spence won't sign his contract. And that's why I'm going to put that video from my guy, Rebel Life Boxing. He talking about bubble wrap. You wrap things in a bubble wrap to protect it, safeguard it. Spence should have signed the contract. I don't care what nobody say. There could be nothing that's going on that could stop him from signing a contract, especially for a fight that he openly talked about and said that he wanted. But a lot of times fighters say things out their mouth, but what's in their mind is something completely different. They really don't want that. And that's why I always say, you know, like when Derek James said it didn't make sense for them to fight Terence Crawford first and then to fight Ugas. You know what I mean? Making it seem like, oh, well, it didn't make sense for us to fight Crawford. You know what I mean? When Ugas got this belt, we can. No, Bud had a belt too. But y'all knew it was a chance that he could lose and not get that third belt and lose the two that he has. So y'all knew it was a sure shot fighting Ugas. Y'all knew that. And anybody who know boxing know that. That's why they took that fight. It was an easier fight. It was a sure shot for him to you know what I mean, to rack up another belt. But had he fought Bud before Ugas, might not have been that way. So imagine if Bud had fought Ugas first, and then Bud took that belt, and then Bud got two and Spence got two. What would y'all been saying then? And I don't want to hear y'all idiots coming to me, oh, but he didn't fight. He got, you know what I mean, Spence got three. Bud got one. Yeah, we already know that. But Bud has accomplished more in his career than Errol Spence has. And everything that Errol Spence accomplished is at 147. No other weight. And y'all ringing the bells for that? I'm not saying that is nothing to scoff at, but I mean, damn. Bud winning titles in 3 divisions. Undisputed in one of them. Which means he had all the belts. But because it ain't 147, oh, it don't count. But like I said before, I guarantee y'all, if Errol Spence, being the unified champion that he is now, if he had all of the accolades that Bud had, if Spence was a former lightweight champion, former undisputed junior welterweight champion, current unified welterweight champion, and undefeated, man, please, y'all would be running that shit in the ground. And y'all would use that, you know what I mean, to justify why Bud, you know what I mean, should take whatever he, you know, whatever they was offering him. And even though it wasn't good for him, he still took it anyway. But I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Even Floyd Mayweather believed that Terence Crawford can beat Errol Spence. A lot of y'all didn't, some of y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't think, y'all thought he, you know, he really, Floyd been a Terence Crawford fan. He believed that Bud can beat Errol Spence. And so do I. Nothing against Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a good fighter. He's a great fighter. Going Hall of Famer, all that. I say it all the time. But Bud has something extra. And those of y'all who don't believe it, if Spence stopped pussyfooting and signed that contract, y'all gonna find out on fight night what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna find out. And I'm not saying it's gonna be a walk in the park for either one of them, because it's not. It's not gonna be a walk in the park. This is history right here we talking about, November 19th, 2022. This fight is going down in history. And I hope that there is a rematch, because I want to see him do it again. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. Those of y'all who rock with me honestly and support me, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Again, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to leave those comments. But like I always say, I don't mind your comments, just keep the comments respectful. All idiots is getting blocked.